All right. Let's see. Let's get a couple of people in here. I'm not gonna be in here long because I think it's gonna rain. Go ahead and get a couple more people in here. Get a couple more people. Yeah, I know what you mean. You can do what you want. I know what I'm doing. I have a plan. Turn this around. Turn the camera around. What's up, guys? What's up? So I don't do these. I don't do a lot of lives. I'm starting to. I normally just make videos, but I notice I've watched some other people do lives, and they just be, they'd be like, tap in, come on, tap in, tap in. I'm not gonna say that stuff. I think it's gonna start raining here in a little bit, and I might have to go in and go sit down at the computer. So I'm gonna look at some more stuff. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, yeah, come on. Put the comments in there so I can start reading. I'm looking at this. Who is this? Fat boy. Okay, looking at this. I really want to sell, but it keeps climbing. You know what? You got to plan. You got to have an out. If you're cool with the amount that you see and you want to take it, you take it. You know what I mean? Don't try to time the top because you can't time it unless you got a plan. Have a plan. Follow the news. Have a plan. Like I say, follow the smart people. Like nowadays, like you can Google stuff, you can research stuff, and I watch a lot of stock people, so I kind of follow. If all of them are kind of doing the same thing, I kind of follow them, especially if I see them making money. Because the people I watch, they're constantly scalping, like all up and make money. And I'm gonna tell you, I have money, but I have money elsewhere. Like I got money in property and stuff like that, but um, I'm not really into the stock market like that. So I'm still learning. I've been in the stock market for a couple of years, but I'm really getting. I learned a lot within the last year or so. So I'm starting to play with it. Right, I'm starting to play with certain shares and investing and holding long term. Then I have some that I try to make money real quick. So I let them do the thinking, man. Like I want to learn a lot of this stuff for myself, but in the meantime, let all the smart people do the thinking for you, and then you make your decision based on that. Okay. Let me read some comments real quick. Yeah, what's it at, like 59 right now? Like we never thought. A lot of people didn't think it was going to hit 50. Um, I had a feeling it was going to hit 40. Because I mentioned that earlier in the week and last week. Let's see. We're looking at that. Okay. What was it? Stress relief. Hello. Got stress relief in here. Testing that 70. Yeah. Do you remember what I said the other day? I said, and I think I said it in the video. I said, once we hit 50, it's going to be like, it's going to be pretty much smooth sailing because not saying that it's going to go to these astronomical numbers, but it's going to be easier for it to go higher and higher and higher. Definitely when we hit the dollar and they're out of the clear, they don't have to be worried about being compliant on the Nasdaq and all this other stuff. They get above $1, it's gonna be smooth selling from there. Especially when it hit like $1.20, I say between $1.25 and $1.50, it's gonna be smooth selling after that. And then if they get this FDA approval done, if that get approved for their test that they have, their testing, um, it's gonna be like off to the races. This is just my opinion. I feel like that I know enough that it's gonna be off to the races. Now, like I said in the earlier video, someone was like, "What number do you think it can go to?" I don't know what it can go to. Okay, but I look at the history. I look at the IPO price. What price did they price in when they came to the market, and they may get back up to the IPO price. That's what I'm kind of betting on, them to get to the IPO price at one, if they get the FDA approval, okay, and they start manufacturing these tests and all this stuff. Um, that's the key point. That's the key. Once they get that, this is like groundbreaking thing. This thing they have is groundbreaking. Okay, it's like it's like something that hasn't been done before, and they're going to do it, and they they trying to get it done. Period. It's like I don't know. I don't know what to compare it to. It's like Tesla coming online or something like that. It's new. Like it's just new. Almost like the cell phone being invented or something like that. Let's see. Let's see. Testing 70. That's that's apple juice, my boy. Yeah, it is. I like apple juice. I don't drink alcohol, but I like the glass that it's in. I don't drink alcohol. I stopped drinking alcohol like 2014, and I don't miss it either. And you got to know this. I used to be a professional DJ, so drinking alcohol was nothing for me. I would get people will come to the DJ booth and want certain songs, and they bring me a beer. Some people with my friends and buddies come in, they just bring me a beer. So you can imagine what the DJ booth stand looked like. It's just full of liquor, like beer. The owner, whatever you want to drink, just say it. Okay. Well, if you're gonna let me get whatever I want, I'm getting Patron. And I used to drink Patron like crazy. So that was my drink of choice. Okay. So, and then I just stopped. Like I got to the point where like I don't even want to do that no more. So I just stopped. Let's see. Okay. Next GM. Next what does that say? Next GME. It could be. I don't know. You know what? We're going up the hill. And like I told you guys from day one when I first started doing these videos. What was that? Somebody's at my front door. So it was probably my son. So I told you guys from day one, we were at the beginning, not the beginning, but I felt like I was at the beginning when I got in at 10 cent, and I felt like something was here. Like I feel like I really had something. So when we got to like 12 cents, that's when I started really making videos and just letting people know what I was doing. Okay, I didn't hear anybody talking about it. The people that I did hear talking about this stock were the information on YouTube were like days old, a year old, or a month old. That's all I seen, right? That's all I seen. So I just started making and now, and like I said, once it started hitting like some of the mainstream news and some of the other YouTubers get a hold to it and they start talking about it, it's just gonna start going just like that. And I mentioned that some of you guys heard me say that. So, and I talked to Teddy. Well, not talked to him, but I think I commented to him, and then he went and watched one of my videos because I mentioned something about him, and so he knows I'm talking about it, and now he's talking about it. He just made a video just a little while ago. So we lit, baby. Yeah, Queen Rock. Yeah, Queen Rock Radio. Where are you located? I'm in the Midwest. I'm in the Midwest. But you know what? If I learn how to trade very, very, very well, I'm not going to be in the Midwest. I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be in the country. I'm just only going to come back here when I want. So that's why I'm trying to learn this trading thing. I'm trying to get to a certain amount. I want my funds to be to a certain amount, right? And then I want to be able to trade on a daily basis and make some income. Some days I may miss, and some days I may win, right? Some days I may win more than I may win enough for, like, I don't know, a week's pay or two weeks pay or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just win enough to in the market to where I can pay myself. Give me- I was hoping you came on live. Yeah, let's see. I don't know why they made the screen, the word so small on here. Just check the monthly chart. Don't sell it under $100. Yeah, but if you look back, I wonder if I can see it on here. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Okay, the mute button was stuck. So um, I'm gonna go over here and look at something real quick. No, I don't want to join anything. Okay, so I guess I can't see it. Let me hit refresh, reload. Hold on, I'm trying to load some things because I want to look at this chart. Let's go. I'm gonna hit all. So back here, 900. 900. There's $1. 7. So I'm going back in time looking at some prices. So okay. So what I see is, let me cut this off here. So what I see is they had quite a few some reverse splits. So that's why the price was so high back then. Okay, they had some reverse splits because they had to make money. That's what reverse splits are for. Companies do reverse splits so they can generate money. That's all to it. I know shareholders get mad when they do reverse splits, and they lose their shares, but the company has to do what they got to do to stay survive. Okay, let me get this chat thing back up. So I'm gonna read some comments. I gotta go back up. Let's see. So I mean, we don't know where this thing is gonna go. We don't know if it's gonna go to 100. We don't. I'm just saying because someone said don't sell under 100. People gonna sell. People gonna sell whenever they feel like they want to sell. It doesn't matter if someone on YouTube say don't sell your shares. Hold. It doesn't matter because everyone has a different trading strategy. Everybody funds is different. You know, if you're working a 9 to 5 job and you're only making like, I don't know, I'm just saying like 500 a week or 500 every 2 weeks, and you invested in something like this, and then you see $500 or $1,000, that could be a big deal. You know what I mean? And that person's gonna sell. And they're just gonna take their money and run, go pay a bill or go pay something, a car. So people want to hold and sell. As long as there's people shorting the stock and people out there scalping, everybody's not gonna hold. That's a fact. And that's what I start seeing with, like, when I was in AMC, and everybody was like, there was people really telling you, don't sell your shares, hold hold the line, you know. And these were people that are, they call themselves traders, right? They trade, they're stock people, and they telling you don't sell your share. And when I start hearing that, I was like, why are they telling me don't sell my shares? I know what they're trying to do. I know about the movement and all this other stuff, but those a lot of those people, they're long gone. Like, you don't even see those people online no more, or they're doing some other type of videos. They just got out of the play. While everyone is still there, still there in the hole. And some people are still holding because they don't really have a choice but to hold. Like, you don't sell all your shares and be in a hole, so you don't have a choice but to hold. So in case this thing go up, so they're already in the hole. The I think probably the best strategy now is just, I would just probably just hold on what I have and ride it back up to a high point to where I think is good, and then take my money back and just suffer the losses and move on. Do I think AMC is going to go anywhere? Do I think AMC is going to go bankrupt? This is my opinion. I do not think AMC is going to go nowhere. Honestly, I do not think AMC is going to go, like, shut down all their theaters. I do not think that, because every now and then you want to go to a movie. You have the urge to go to a movie every now and then, even if it's once a year or once every twice a year, or once every 2 years. You feel like you may want to go through a movie theater and just spend money on the high popcorn, on the high hot dogs, and the high food. You just want to just go, and when you go, guess what you do? You buy that popcorn, no matter how much it costs. You buy it, and most people buy the big bucket so they can get a refill. And you're not really going to get a refill. You may get maybe one refill, but you're going to spend all that money on that popcorn. And that's where they make their money, at the concession. So people still do it anyway. Even though they know it costs a lot, they still do it. So I do not, me personally, I don't think AMC theaters is going to go anywhere. If anything, they're going to do something, maybe restructure it. They may even change the name a little bit and still have AMC connected to it. I don't think they're going anywhere, because many people don't like Adam Aaron, and I think Adam, he's a car salesman. That's all I can say. He's going to make his money no matter what, okay? And he's going to smile at you, make his money, and keep going. It's just part of business. Okay, I don't want to go too deep into that, but because I still have AMC shares, but not on. I don't have it on Robinhood, but I have some on the side, on the back burner, just in case it does pop off. Okay, I don't have my whole life saving in there, and that's something I would never do. Let's see. Okay, let me go down to some more comments. If the volume is there and momentum keep this up, you can go crazy. Yeah, but volume don't always equal a squeeze. It doesn't always equal that something's going to run up. Okay, the volume could be just people coming in. The volume doesn't mean buy. That's what I'm trying to say. Volume does not equal buy shares. Volume means people buying, people selling at the same time, people shorting, people buying calls and puts. Like, it's all that in one. The volume does not equal buy, and it does not equal that the stock is going to go up. I've seen stocks go up with very under a million. The volume was like under a million, and I've seen it just skyrocket. So it doesn't matter. Volume doesn't matter. it it could help in the squeeze, but if something squeezed, of course you're gonna see things change. If something's squeezing, like really taking off, like GameStop did, you definitely gonna see a lot of volume because now everybody's starting to be on the same page because they see it running. So everybody's just gonna buy, and people are buying calls and they're buying and buying. So the volume's coming in, and everybody got the same thought process. So they're gonna keep doing the same thing, especially if they see it running higher and higher and it's not stopping. That's when everybody really start buying and buying till the stock market or some broker just say, "Oh, wait a minute, stop," because we don't have enough money to pay you guys. We don't have enough money in our accounts to pay you guys. You didn't reach the threshold, and we just don't have enough money. So they would just stop it or they halt it. Let's see what else. Okay, we got some rockets from stress relief. We got. I take a sip here and there. Hennessy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't drink anymore. I was about to say Patron. MCOM next. Well, you know what? I had some MCOM. I'm still on the line for about them. Um, if I remember right, MCOM it was part of Hellbiz, if I'm not mistaken. So, and they may get delisted, or they doing some kind of, if I'm not mistaken, are they like merging with somebody or something? But I didn't dig too deep in there. I just put a little money in there, and I'm just seeing what they're doing. I think about like 1,200 shares just to see how it moves and see what's going to happen. And I think once um, I think they're supposed to merge with something with someone. And hey, if I'm wrong, go ahead and put a comment. I think they're supposed to merge with someone, and then you're supposed to gain some shares from this other company, something like that. When I heard that, I was like, nope, get my money back. But I still left a few there because I want to see how it operates, right? But when I hear stuff like that, nope, I'm out. Okay. Let's see. But I got some more penny stocks I'm looking at. I need to test them first before I'm like, guys, this is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm really following, right? I already showed some of you guys what I was looking at, but I need to be for sure. These are just test runs. Options is where it's at, but still gotta learn it fully. Yeah, I bought a whole bunch of I bought a whole bunch of call options for TTO. I'm treating it right now. I got some that's going to expire next month. I got some going to expire in 2 months. I got some that's going to expire in I think 2014 or 2024, and I think I got some. I think it went out to 2025. I can't remember. I was just buying up some stuff, and I'm already in profit on those. I could have sold them and took the money, but I didn't. One of them is moving. I'm gaining more profit on one of them than I am the others, and some of them are like the strike price is like $2.50. Some is at $5. So, and I think I got like total. I think I got like 11 calls. Once you learn how to do calls, you can make some money. I'm still new at it, but I did a couple. I did some test runs a couple of months ago on something else, and I made just a little bit of money. I mean, you borrow the shares, and then if it goes up, you take the profit. That's pretty much it. If it doesn't go up, you go negative, you lose your money. So I made some money off of it, and so like I kind of got the hang of it. But let me do some more testing. Um, oh, you PI. You said you heard, who is this? Fat Boy. You heard me mention PI before? Are you meaning Philippines? Yeah. Yeah. That's where I'm going, is Philippines. I've been there a lot. So I'm definitely gonna go back there. Definitely gonna go back. I have to go back because um I have some property there. I have a condo there that's being built. They're building it right now. if you lost a lot of money, if you lose a lot of money before you will sell to pay your bills. AMC taught me a valuable lesson. Yeah, yeah, because if it comes down to it, you got to pay a bill. Your stocks are in the negative, but you still have some money there. I mean, yeah, you still have money in it, but you didn't make as much. Of course, you're going to sell. Most people just, hey, I got to sell this. You got to sell it and got to start over and just come back, start over. Yeah, a lot of people learn a valuable lesson from AMC. Um, Not saying that it's over because I mean I have my thoughts about AMC and I have my predictions about AMC. Some of you have been following me for a long time, and I made a prediction 2 years ago. And I said where I told everybody this is where I feel like AMC is going to go. This is what I feel is going to happen. My out price was at 27. I sold all my shares at 27, right? And then I'm still looking at the stock, and I just had a strong feeling that they was going to go back to $6. They was going to go back to 5, and I got a chart. I showed them this chart that I made 2 years ago, and I said this is where they're trying to get it back down to this spot. So in the price that I had up there, I think it was between 6 and 5, no, 6 and 9, right? And this was before the split happened, so that price would have been right where I'm pointing to now. So now the split happens. The split's going to happen, and the price is going to change again. So I do believe if it's okay, just say for instance they don't split it right now. At the price is at, what is it, like $3, $4, $5 or something? I don't know. I'm not watching it. But when it gets down to the below the $3, the $2 area and $1 area, that's where I've always felt like there's going to be some type of run up. Not a life-changing money squeeze, but I think it's going to be a decent sized run up when it gets to that point, around $1, around the $2, between the dollar and the $2 mark, somewhere around there, no more than 3. Okay, I think that's when a lot of stuff is going to take place, and that's where the shorts want the price to go as low as possible, right? Even though they got to buy back shares, some of them are trying to get out. They rather for the price to go all the way down to at least real close to $1. They want to go below $1, but if they can get it close to $1 and they can start like buying it back slowly, they could be buying the shares back slowly and no one even know it, because they're only buying a little bricks at a time. They're just buying a little bit at a time, and you would never know. So, and these could be some of the run-ups that you're seeing, like they're returning some of the shares, they're buying the shares back. And you can see these little small run-ups. Hold on. Like, it's very sneaky. Like, when I look at it, it seems so sneaky what they're doing, and they're trying to get out of it, right? They got to cover. They're all not going to cover at the same time. If they did, it would run. But just think about it. They're not going to all cover at the same time. They're just not. Um, I don't know where they're getting all this money from. I don't know where they're getting all these extra shares from. I have no clue. They're borrowing shares from wherever. They're just coming out of. It seems like they're coming out of thin air, and but some of them are covering, but they're just covering in small brackets, and you would never know that they're doing it. And some of them are probably slowly getting out of that portion of being shorted, or shorting the stock and all that. But I do think they're being real sneaky about it. And if they can get it down to that dollar mark, that's exactly what they want. And then I think that's when a slight run is going to take place. But we will see if I'm right. I was right so far. They may bank and bounce. 70 snake oil salesman. Yeah, I know. I mean, just saying. Okay. Now, if I reply back to some of your comments, don't think I'm like going off on you or nothing. I'm just speaking my opinion. I'm just talking because we all family here, right? We're all trying to learn and trying to make some decent money. I'm trying to play their game because their game is hard to beat. They love they love to halt it. Yeah, they love to halt it. Yep. You just gotta know when to get out. Seen 70. Yeah, 70 baby. You bought it for $1 or 250. I bought mine. Mine were like 250. I got some for 250. I got some for $5. I didn't. You know, I don't even remember seeing any dollar calls. My my wife's Filipino. Oh, fat boy, your wife's Filipino. Where's she from? Is she from? Is she Messiah? Is she from Mindanao? Is she from Cebu? Is she from what else? What else? What else? Is she from Manila? Does she speak Tagalog? Leave a comment. If your wife is Filipino, have you been to the Philippines, fat boy? If not, you better get your passport and go. Or else you don't get in the community in this place. Yeah, yeah, I mean, I just wanted. I've been talking about other stocks too. I just get on and share my opinion. It's not like I'm getting people into play. I just talk about it because I can say if I can say that I got someone into play, that would be saying like I told them to buy, I told them to sell, right? And I don't do that. I don't do that because I don't want no one to tell me when to buy and sell. I try to make my own decision, but I let people know my experience on what I'm doing, and then they have to base what their decisions on what I. If they want to base their decision on what I do, then that's them, and no one can say, well, he told me to buy it. I didn't tell you to buy nothing because I don't do that. So you never will hear me say, if someone say, should I buy it? Should I sell? I'm not gonna tell you that. You got ape. I had ape and I sold it. I sold it when it went up, and I made a profit and I sold it. When ape first came out, um, when ape first came out, I bought it, right, and then when it eventually ran up, then I sold it. I sold all of it. I believe. Yeah, I believe too. So when, yeah, honestly, I think they're trying. I think AMC they're trying to buy all the shares back, and they're trying to scare people out. That's what I think. It's just my opinion. Okay, it's just my opinion. I see them really trying to scare people. Um, and I think I said prior to that big dip that you seen, I said something in another video prior to that. I said there's going to be a big downslide in AMC. It's going to they're just going to sell off, and that's what happened. It just sold off, and everybody's like, "What is going on?" And I even made a video like, like they just, man, it's crazy. Like, how can they just do that? They're trying to scare people. And some people sold this shit. They're like, I can't do this no more. Like, they just threw people over the cliff, and they're just like, I can't do this. I gotta get out right now. And then what I think is going to happen is, I think they're trying to get it down to that number I said, like between 1 and 2, somewhere between the $1 and below the $3 mark, right? And then at some point in time, I think they're going to try to run it back up where it was, like to the $5 and $6 area, like really quick, and people gonna think that it's running, right? And people gonna buy in some more, and then they're gonna boom slam it down again. Let's see. Don't sell, you guys. So I'm gonna go straight to the damn moon. Yeah. Well, that's what they were saying about AMC. But this, I feel like, it's just my opinion. I feel like this company is trying to be smart about their investment. They're in the medical field, so you cannot really mess around with people's health like that, right? and they seem like they got their head on the right, on straight. They just seem like they're doing way better good things for the company and their shareholders, right? I think they're trying to satisfy everybody in their way, but still make a profit because they got to continue to make a profit. Facts. Okay. Okay. NVOS. Any thoughts? I had a whole bunch of NVOS at one time. It was last year. I bought a whole lot of it and the reason why I bought it because I didn't understand the market that well. And when I look back in history, I seen it was like wasn't the shares like over $700 or $1,000. It was like the numbers were really high, and I'm like, man, the numbers was this high. I'm going to buy a bunch of shares because it could probably get back to those numbers. Then I realized, not knowing that they had so many reverse splits, I didn't know what that was at the time. I'm just thinking like maybe it can go back to those high prices, but they had reverse splits in it. I don't think it would ever go back there, but I think there's opportunity that you can probably make some money off of it or lose money. So yeah, but I have that on the back burner. I have a folder that I keep on my I have a folder that I keep on like Robinhood because Robinhood is user friendly. Okay, I don't care if no one don't like Robinhood. It's my choice. It's my choice because I'm gonna still make some money off of it. And the people that provides Robinhood, they have to make money, right? Everybody has to make money. Nothing's free in this world, so I don't mind. But anyway, I have a folder that I made where I keep a whole bunch of penny stocks. I have a folder where I keep like crypto that I look at, and I have a folder that I had IPOs that are just started like last year and this year. I put them all in these different folders and I look at them, right? I look at them. And I have a folder like possible squeeze type stocks that I have in a separate folder. So I just took the time and made these folders, start looking for stuff and put them in. And then I have a folder for stocks that are probably going to get delisted, and I keep it in that folder. Then I go back and refer to that folder to see if the stock is still there. Um, let's see. I'm trying to get back down to the messages. I'm still kicking myself. Who's this? I'm still kicking myself for not selling at 72. Well, everybody is because you know. But I got out at 24. Well, I got out at 27. Okay. Because you're kicking yourself because people were telling you. Some were and some were not. Some were telling you that this thing is going to go to the moon. The numbers, if you do the math, it says the price of AMC is this. So you based your investment on that number, and you based your investment on what people were telling you to do with your own money, that you can make life-changing money. It's like someone saying, you put this here, you're going to make $1 million. Life-changing money is like $1 million. You know, it's big money. And you have to do your research, and you can't believe what everybody tell you because it's so easy to fall in the trap, right? Not saying AMC is a trap because the numbers show that, yeah, it could go to some high numbers, but is it going to happen? Or are they going to allow it to happen? I don't think they're going to allow it to happen because the market is not going to allow that to happen. Just think about it. If the market was ran like it's supposed to, and if AMC was to do a squeeze, like what the numbers say, according to the numbers, the stock market would be the stock market would crash. Like it would be disrupted. It would be disrupted. You see GameStop, how it ran up and then they stopped it. They stopped people from buying. They just stopped. They took away the button. Because you know why? Because the market was going to be in shambles. Like, you know how many people would have came from sold other stocks? People would have sold other stocks to buy into GameStop, and the price would have just kept going up and up and up. and all the other stocks that people were selling, those shares would start going down and down and down and down. So the market would pretty much be in bad shape. So think about that. It looks like a storm is coming through here. Look at that. It hasn't started raining. It doesn't say anything about rain, but it looks like it's going to rain. Let me see. I'm gonna do a couple more and I'm gonna get off here. I believe so. It's a trap. It's running. TTO is incredible. Yeah, it's probably out of all the stocks I've had. I had another stock where I made some money, and I thought I was gonna keep going, and it didn't, but I still got out. This is yeah, guys. Do your homework. Get on Google. Go to I don't know if you can go to YouTube, but go see what this company's doing. Like research them. Go watch videos and see what they're doing, so you can really understand what they're doing and what they're trying to do. You're gonna be like, this is like this is some new stuff. It's like um, I don't know. It's just new. It's just something new that no one else is doing. Let's see. I, I like Robinhood because it's easy and not like Mumu. Yeah, a lot of people try to get you to buy Mumu too or get in on it. But you know what? You can't just have one app. Okay, this is not financial advice. First of all, but a good strategy when you're investing in the stock market is you need to have your eggs in different things, different apps or different brokers, because say for instance you were to sell. Say for instance you do a couple of day trades, buy and sell on Robinhood, right? Then all of a sudden they lock your account. You can't do any more day trading because you done did it 4 times because you're banned from or you're they block your account or you can't trade because they say that you have too many your day they found what is it called uh, a day trading pattern. They recognize that, right? So they stop you from trading. Now you can't make any money, but you see a stock squeezing. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? That's why you need to go over and have another account so you can keep trading and keep selling. Like you can just have multiple accounts and do your thing on multiple ones so you don't be stuck. Just like they say, don't keep your eggs, don't keep all your eggs in one basket. Yeah, you don't do that because all your eggs will crack if you drop it, right? Where was that? This thing is going to dollar. It's possible. It's possible. It's looking very possible right now. At the rate that it's growing, yes. Someone tell me what the price is right now. Because the computer's in there and I think they signed out. Yeah. Thinking of buying another 2K shares. If you buy another 2K shares, hopefully it double and you can double your money, right? And I told myself like, oh, I'm gonna buy some more. I'm gonna buy some more. I'm gonna buy some more. But the more I buy, my average keep going up and up and up and up. So it's like if I'm gonna buy some, I'm gonna buy a lot at once, and so my average can be at that point where I bought it or rise up a little bit. I can't just keep buying and my average keep going up and up and up because I see the price going up and up don't mean that I should keep buying as it's going up and up and up, right? And if people say buy on the dip, buy on the dip. Well, if the stock is still going up like this, is it really a dip? Is it really a dip? It's not. It's just the prices goes down, but it's higher than the last dip. So it's not a true dip. A dip is below something that it was yesterday or a month ago. A dip is a dip. That's how I look at it. Let's see. Yes, we were new and believing the hype. Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people got in there. But do I believe AMC's? Um, Are they stuck? Yeah, they're stuck. They are stuck, and they're trying their best to get out of it. they, they're trying their best to get out of it. They're trying their best to save the company. Period. No matter what people think about the company or the CEO or whatever, he's trying to run a business, and it's like you're at work, right? Your boss is running a company, you're running this small shop, and if you don't follow the rules, what they gonna do? They're gonna fire you, right? And find somebody else. That's pretty much what AMC is doing. They're trying to keep their business going at no matter what. If you don't like it, they can find somebody else just like that. They can find other people because of news, of information, and oh, and I was going to say this. This is how sneaky they are, right? And I learned this, and I've heard people say this. People that I used to watch, well, AMC, they have these bots come in and these shields come in, and they're watching these YouTubers, and then I got thinking, you're absolutely right. They are watching the YouTubers. They having someone watch these important YouTubers that talk about the stock, and they use that to their advantage, right? Because it's free advertisement for them. So AMC or whoever will pump out news, right? It could be negative, positive, whatever. Then they're waiting on the response from the community. They're gonna let the community response and let the community start promoting that news, that bad news or good news. And it pushes the stock in the direction that they want. So, and I think I said to someone else on YouTube, I said, it's very important that we don't tell our left hand what our right hand is doing. Because as soon as something happens to the stock, we run to YouTube, and I mean, even me, we run to YouTube and we talk about it. We say exactly what it's doing, or we report the news and all this stuff, and then it just spreads throughout the community, and that's what they want. And when they get a response from that, they use that to their advantage. And then when they respond back to it, the community don't like it. Let's see. AMC is a completed project. Okay, some people lost their homes and stuff. Yeah, it was sad. Some people selling their Teslas to put all their money into AMC. Oh, but that's how you know you're like. That's how you know you're kind of brainwashed, and you don't know it, because you're if you're selling your house, if you're putting all your savings into something, and you're really betting on it to make you a millionaire, like people want to grab the millionaire status. You cannot put all your eggs in one basket. Just like I said, you cannot do that, because they will burn you. Once they see you doing that, they're gonna take advantage. The wolves is gonna come and eat it up, and they're gonna make sure you lose your money. But you have to be smart, and you have to try to learn what they're doing, because that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to learn the market. I'm trying to learn how the wolves operate. I'm trying to learn how everybody operates. Then I can make my moves, right? And I made my moves on T2 when it was at 10 cent. I made my move then, and when I see the momentum was coming in, I stuck with it. And remember, I said when it ran up to what was it, the 40 for the first time, when it ran up to 40, someone said, "Did you sell your shares?" I didn't sell not one share, because I already felt like I know where this is going. Okay, I felt like I have an out price, and when it reached that price, I'm gonna get out. I don't care if it goes any higher. I got an out price. Okay, I'm trying to get these comments because they're gonna pile up. I remember when that. Huh?
Alright.
What are you doing? Oh, okay. Wait, going back in. I have Weibo too in Cash App. Okay, that's a good strategy. 50 cent HA on NVS. 50%. Oh, okay. On NVS, yeah. I might look back into NVOS. True. Somebody said true. I can't like some of your responses. I can't match the response up to what I was saying because it could have been something a long time ago. But okay. Um, 96 gain on TTO average. Okay. 69. I got novice. I got novice. Okay. True, because it had to drop soon. Yeah, because it does drop when you buy it. They can't fire me. I'm what is that? Unauthorized. I'm using that. Oh, you're unionized. They can't fire you. Yeah, you're right. You have to go through the union. But so if you're with a union, who is this? Let's see. Who is this? Okay, 016. Okay, so if you're union, I'm a guess. Either you work for a post office, a postal type service like UPS, FedEx, um, or a government type job. Most government jobs, or postal, um, or maybe like a steel company. So let me know if I'm right about that. If I had to guess, I would say postal, like UPS, because most of them have unions. Um, I got too many shields and bashes I just hold. Yeah. And when I told someone I sold at 27, you know how many comments I got? Like, it was just a short video. Man, people were attacking me. You not a true ape. And then I'm like, you're right. I never called myself. I never said I was an ape. I'm just here to invest and make money. When I heard that there was a train going and you can make money off of this, I put a little money on it, right? That's what I did. I didn't put myself in a category to be train wrecked. Uh, Madden Trade made a killing. Well, they probably made some decent money on YouTube. They didn't make like millions, but they probably made some change. And let me tell you one thing about YouTube. Also, you can start YouTube channel, whatever, whatever. A large part of the community that has YouTube channels and that generate money, they do not make a lot of money. Period. Okay, I know this for a fact. They do not make a lot of money. They make some money just to get them by, then pay their bills, but that's it. That's it. There's a handful of YouTubers out there, just quite a few. They're probably making decent money, but they have a lot of subscribers and they have a lot of faithful subscribers and they have a lot of views and all that stuff has to add up, okay? But most of the people on YouTube, like Trey and Matt, um, they I know they make a decent income because they have multiple streams of income. It's not just YouTube. Okay, it's just not YouTube, and they gain a lot of people off of, they're already talking about stocks, so why not talk about AMC, right? So they did that and gained more people, and people listen to them. And I mean, YouTube is like a job. It could be like a job. It's a stream of income. And at one point, Trey got out. He's like, I cannot take a loss. Trey was like, he's thinking to himself, if this goes any lower, I'm not gonna lose my money. I have to get out. And I respect him because when he got out, he probably didn't say right then at the moment he got out, but he went and told people he got out, right? Instead of him leading people on to think that he's still in the play completely. Now, do I think he sold all of his shares? No, I do not. Do I think Matt sold all his shares? No, I do not. But they sold a vast majority of them. And any good trader, any person that trade, You don't like you just you don't you don't sell all your shares if you think something's going to happen or possibility, even a possibility that something can happen. You're going to keep some eggs over there. You're going to keep some in the back burner, just a little bit, because if it runs up, then you have some little cash, right? And that's what I did with AMC. I got some over there. I didn't sell all of it, and I know they didn't. I ain't gonna say I know because I don't see their account, but if I had to bet on it, I don't think they sold all their AMC shares, but a large portion of it, yeah, because they don't want to take a big loss. Let me see. Bro, let's go. Urban Hood. Trade. Trades placed 40K on calls and on AMC. Yeah, he probably did. He probably did, but like if he did, when is the expiration date on it? Like is it soon or is it like next year? When is it? These calls caught the upswing. Those calls caught the upswing. Okay. Um I'm in YouTube too, but they had live streams daily and bought calls inputs. Oh yeah, because I mean, they like to invest, so they pretty much know what they're doing, and they know how like they can make money on. As they're trading that, they trading other things also. They can trade the spy, the cues. I mean, you can make a lot of money on the spies. I mean, it's not financial advice, but if you know what you're doing, like calls and puts, and you really know the direction that the market's going to go that day, and you can see it, the whole market move in the same direction, you can make a little bit of change as it's going up and make some change as it's going down. And they were probably able to day trade too, like keep trading and selling, keep trading and selling. So they're making a little bit of extra income. Um, I do believe TTO will hit $1 by Friday. It's very possible. What's the price of TTO right now? Let's see if my screen is up. Well, I don't think it's up. I'm gonna look at it real quick. Let's see. It's not up. It's still locked out. Somebody tell me what the price of TTO right now. What's over here? Let's see what time it is. It's 6. Okay. Can anyone tell me the price? It's at 67. It's right now. Oh man, I had. You know what? And I was going to bring this up. I brought this up in another video, I think, or no live. This is another trend that I'm seeing. Another wave again. I've seen this before. A lot of penny stocks is going to start running, and people are going to start making a lot of money on penny stocks. It doesn't mean go buy every penny stock you see. You got to know which ones to get in and get out, right? Because they could be delisted tomorrow or whenever. I see a lot of trend on penny stocks that's going to start happening, and I feel like a lot of things is going to start happening in the after hours and in the morning pre-market. Like big runs is going to happen in pre-market, and big runs is going to start happening in after hours. That's what I see. I'm going to go over here and get me something to eat off this tree. Let's see. No, it's not big enough. So I have a pear tree here, guys. I'm trying to a big decent pear to get off. Find a nice size one. There's one here. I'm gonna take this one off right here, guys. Take this pear off. There's a bunch of pears right there. I don't know if they're ready. They won the other day, and that one was ready. So sometime I come out here and I just grab some stuff off the tree, and it's organic. There's no pesticides on this or nothing. Just gonna wipe it off from my shirt like that. See what it tastes like. So delicious. So delicious. Put that right there. We're up to 67, 767. NOVS is 16. I know that you have. I know that they running it up when the less people are playing TTOO. Yeah, yeah, yep. That's why I call them wolves, because they attack when people are not even awake. Early morning, like 4 o'clock. Oh man, they're up and they're just slowly and slowly change. And the price is going up. It run up, and then when the stock market opens up, and when you're able to trade at 7, and people are like, oh, it's running. This thing's running. Let me buy. Boom, they slam it down. Our market's open, and then it goes down. People are, oh, I don't want to lose money. Let me sell. And then it drops down, and they see people selling their shares back. Then they boom, they grab it from the bottom. They grab their shares back. Let me see if I have something else over here I can eat. So I have a grapevine here. I think all the grapes are gone, but I got a very big grapevine. There's some cucumbers here. So this is another thing I like to do, guys. I like to try to grow some food, test my skills. Got a couple of cherry tomatoes here I'm gonna pull off. There's one there. I think I got another one down there. I'm not gonna reach it. Go ahead and pull that off. Okay. All right. What is that? A bug. Okay. Let's see. Must be nice. I agree. Crooks. Yeah. Yeah, they are. They're crooks, and no one's doing nothing about it. And excuse me, guys. So I try to tell people, yes, they're crooks, and they say that they want the power to be to protect the retailers. I'm not gonna say their name, but you know the people I'm talking about, people in charge of the market, and it seems like they're not doing nothing. And this is just my opinion. Do you have any idea why they're not doing nothing? Do you have any idea why? If we know what's going on, there's no way they don't know. Okay? So, and this is not any new news. This kind of thing has been going on for a very long time. Okay? Very long time. It's been going on for pretty much since the stock market's been going, right? And the law is supposed to protect the retailers. And you know why they're not doing nothing? Or if they do something, then it doesn't work out, it fails. Because, just my opinion, I feel like this whole thing is part of a pyramid, right? This is how I look at it. I'm not gonna say it's a pyramid scheme, but if you look at it, it stacks up like a pyramid. You have retailers, you have the stock market, you have the people in the stock market, and it goes on and on and on. And then you have the powers that be. They're supposed to protect everything, and it's just different levels of stuff, right? And it stacks up. And the higher you go up, the more money there is. If someone stepped outside of this pyramid that's holding the rest of the pyramid up, especially the ones that have big money, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? And if this person comes out and like try to disrupt the whole thing, either they're going to somehow get rid of this entity or person or this company or whatever, they just kind of push it out the side and try to keep going. Or if enough information get out, this whole thing could just collapse. Like the whole thing could just collapse, because it's like people telling on each other and people telling on each other, and it'd just cause a big chaos, and they don't allow that. This is just my opinion. So it's like an unbeatable process because it's dealing with the whole world, it's dealing with the market. Like how can no one on our level can compete with that? No matter how many petitions you put in, no matter what you do, it's you should. I mean, people should um, come together and try to make things happen. But when it comes to that part, like you can't move it. You you can't change the stock market overnight. You can't fix it. You can't do that. They're not going to allow that. They're not going to allow any kind of changes like that. All the changes that are being done is to benefit most people that are higher up than us. That's what I see. And there was a comment to another guy. He said, "Well, since you know all this stuff, you should be rich." And I think I said this in another video. He said, "If you know all this, you should be rich by now. Why aren't you rich?" Well, I'm learning. I'm trying to get to that point, right? I'm still learning just like everybody else. But I know I learned a lot. I'll tell you that right now. I learned a lot, and I'm still learning some more. I'm trying to play their game, and I don't have to be all the way to the top, but I want to be in there and making some decent money on my phone, and I can just travel anywhere in the world, make money, and live my life, right? Because I mean, a 9 to 5, that stuff is for the birds, and no one wants to do that. No one wants to work, but we have to work to keep the world going. Somebody has to work, but everybody don't have to work. Everybody don't have to work, and but everything takes work. Investing is work, but I'd rather do it on my time. I'd rather have my feet in the sand in the Philippines on the beach, doing a lot of stuff. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. This guy is the man. After every day of TTO run up, love tuning in. Okay, thanks. Uh, I have an idea why they in bed with the enemy. Yeah. Ding 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 ding. You got in. TT is going over $5. Okay, so that's the question. I don't know. I don't know. It could stop tomorrow. Something could happen and it could stop. It could freeze. I don't know where it's going. It'd be good if it reaches the IPO price, the price it came to the market in. That'd be real good. That will be real good for a lot of people. But keep in mind, as it's going higher and people got a certain amount of money in, people are going to be selling, even if it's still under $1 and it's going up to 70 cents. People are going to be selling. People are going to be selling at 80 and 90. And the closer it gets to the dollar, I think the more selling is going to happen. But once this FDA approval thing come through and it's solid, I feel like that it's going to go beyond $1. It's just my opinion. I think it'll probably go close to the IPO price. It's just my thinking. I don't know, but I don't know. And then I don't even know when the FDA approval is going to be, when the meeting is, because I pulled up some information and it says one day, and then someone else tell me day. Then I look on Google and it's another day, and then I looked up when the meeting is being done. They may not even talk about this. It may be drawn out to next year. It's so much conflicting information is not set in stone. So that's why you have to like pay attention to the stock and watch it day by day. So I want to see what dates you guys have. If anybody know the date that they say that the FDA meeting is for TTO, put it in the comments. Then we'll see all these dates Because someone said Wednesday, someone said next month, someone said next year. Google said one thing. I have to get to the dollar first. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta have an out price. If your out price is $1, then try to stick with your strategy. And then when you get to the dollar, evaluate your strategy to see if you're really gonna buy or sell at $1. Some people may buy in at $1 because it could be running like I don't know what, and people may start buying in at $1. Who knows? Who knows? Thanks for answering my question. I appreciate that. New subscriber here. Thanks. Okay. You're hearing conflicting stories. Yeah. Let's say words because scenarios that they don't get the FDA approval. What is everybody's plan? So if they don't get the FDA approval, then hold on. I think this flies are coming in. If they don't get the FDA approval, this is what I think. If they don't get it approved, I think naturally the stock probably going to pull back. But it depends on the kind of news that come out. If they don't get approved, they may say, well, it's not approved yet, but they're going to do something else, and they're going to come back to the table again and discuss it again in December or in June. They may say something like that, like reschedule it, or they may just say it's been rescheduled. So that's how you have to judge it, like how the stock's going to react on that news, because it's not set in stone that the meeting that they have this time around is going to be finalized. It may and it may not. They may reschedule it. The FDA approval or clearance. And see, that's another word. Those are other two words I've heard a lot. One is clearance, and then I heard approval. I hear more of approval in the information I've been finding, and then I hear someone else say of the clearance. So it's very conflicting. Like you don't know what news is solid. Maybe I go to the website and try to find it. I've never went to the actual website to look at it, so I don't know. Maybe I'll try to do that. Who's Tim? Tim, I don't know yet. After it gets to $1, we will see. Yeah. Okay. How long have I been on here? I've been on here an hour? Really? In order for it to be marked for hospitalization and such, it has to be FDA approved. Yeah. And then they got to manufacture it. It's got to be, manufactured. And that could take, who knows how long that could take. To commercialize. Yeah. To commercialize the products, yeah. I gotta finish eating this pear. Okay. I guess you guys knew I was gonna get on here today after seeing the price. This is probably a good time. What time is it? Okay, so anytime after 5. Like 5:30 and after, it's probably a good time for me to, if I get online, like if something major happened, I'll definitely get on. But I try to make the videos like a lot of short videos and videos throughout the day, because I'll be at work and then I may get a moment to sit down and look at the stock market, lunch breaks and stuff like that. And I'll try to put together a video real quick and upload it to keep you guys in a loop of just what I'm thinking and what I know, And I may not know everything. I'm just giving my opinion. And I'm trying to be very transparent on how many shares I have, if I sold, if I bought. And I'm just like you guys. I don't have a lot of shares in here. I don't have like 100,000 shares. I'm new to the market, so why would I put that much money in there? Why would I put my life savings in something and you don't know nothing about the market, nothing at all? So I just bought enough. I'm at 4,000 and some change right now of 4,000 and something shares. And my average changed because I bought some more. So my average went up to like 15 cent instead of 10 cent. And I wish I could, but my average went up. And I'm okay with the average going up to a certain extent because I bought some calls, right? So that's kind of going to pan. It's kind of going to average it out to where I'm okay. I'm okay with the average going up. But for me personally, I'm not going to. Don't base your buying habit off of what I'm about to say. The closer it gets to a dollar, the less I'm going to buy because I'm going to be done buying. I mean, I'm pretty much done buying right now. Like 4,000 shares is I'm okay with that. I'm fine. Okay, I'm just fine because I have some call options. So I'm pretty much done buying. But I already had it in my head if we were to get really close to a dollar or above a dollar, I'm not buying any more shares after a dollar. I'm just not because my average is going to change, and I don't want that part to change. And everybody else, if they wants to buy, you guys do what you want, you buy or sell, whatever. But that's my strategy. I'm not going to buy anymore after a dollar. I'm just going to see what it does. If it start riding the line and of where my out price is, and then I'm just going to sell it and be out. I don't care how high it goes. I got an out price, and I'm gonna be out of it. You should start a Discord. Let me see. Yeah, I gotta go back. Good job. I gotta go back. I was praying that you. I was, I was praying that you did. Okay. Faster turnaround capabilities for testing for disease in house. Yeah, yeah. And see, that's the information that I know about the testing part of it, and that's like a breakthrough thing. Like no one else is doing that. So this is very, very, very good for the stock. All right. It's almost like someone coming up with an idea of for cancer or something like that. Like one person, one company is doing something, and they came with a breakthrough thing that's going to treat cancer or where people don't have to go through chemotherapy or something like that. Just some kind of breakthrough cancer thing. I mean, it's like a no brainer. Like it's probably just going to skyrocket. I don't know. Good job. FDA clearance is just a low level, then approval. Okay, clearance and then approval, but still great news. Most probably they get FDA clearance already have some type of similar device already out. So we'll just have to see. Yeah, they. You know what? I think I read that they had something, some other kind of testing like that, that tests the blood for other things. If I remember reading correctly, because I was reading a lot of stuff really quick. Plus, I'm at work and I'm trying to do other things in my head, and I'm like I'm reading this information. When I get a second, I'm like, okay, um, makes sense. You should start a Discord. I think you can do big things with the stock market, patent and knowledge. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I don't really have time for a Discord like to really sit down and do that on a daily basis. I mean, I may. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe in the future I would do something like that. But I got like other things that I'm doing and I'm working on. did you find out about the stock? I feel like I'm late to the party. Well, it was like this. It was one of these stocks that I found. I heard someone talk about it. This I found it because I was looking in the direction of these penny stocks. Like, what was it? NVOS. Let me go back. NO NVOS. Okay, so that was one of the stocks, and then there was another one. It was quite a few of them. So I came up with this plan. Like, okay, I see these stocks where they had these high numbers. Like Top Ship was another one. I made some money off Top Ship, even though it's a penny stock. I made money off of that because it ran up and then I sold. But Top Ship was one of them. One of the ones I made some decent money off of. This NVOS. There's some more that I have in the folder. So I looked at the history and I'm like, why the numbers like thousands of dollars for the stock? The stock is like $1,000 something, and now what happened? And I didn't know anything about the stock market. I didn't know about reverse splits, so I had no clue. I didn't know it was here, then it went down here. So in my mind, it's like, wow, these stocks are so cheap. It's a possibility that they could go up. They could go back up. So not knowing that there was reverse splits and all these splits, I bought some of these stocks, penny stocks, that are still on the stock market. There's maybe two of them that got delisted, and I can only sell. You couldn't buy anymore. I can only sell it. Then one got delisted, and I couldn't even get my money back, which was a very small amount of money anyway. So, and then I kind of got out of that, and I started listening to other stock information, stock news, because I was trying to learn something else. And then I heard like slightly and seen something about TTOO. I seen it, I heard it, and then I kind of kept it in the back of my mind. And then it went away. I never heard nothing about it again. And then someone else kind of mentioned it in like in a live session while stocks were being traded. Right, the stocks channel that I watched, someone brought it up. I was like, you know what? Let me revisit this stock because I remember that stock because the name was just so clear. It's so obvious. And I went back and then I started looking at it, and something just told me to buy it. Something just told me to buy those shares, buy those stocks again because it came back up. And then I heard someone else talk about it. Then I heard someone else talk about it. And I started looking on YouTube, and I didn't see too many other people making videos on a daily basis. The videos were always like a year out or 3 months out. So I said, wait a minute. And then I started hearing news. I said, you know what? I think I'm at the beginning of the ride. I feel like I'm at the beginning of a trend. That's how I looked at it. I'm at the beginning of a trend. That something's going to happen. So I bought in at 10. I held those shares, and then as I seen it my money kind of increasing little by little, I said, okay, let me buy another 1,000 shares. Let me buy another 1,000. So I just start buying, and then I just recently sold some to go into another penny stock to see how that was going to do, and then I kind of left that over there. And then I bought some shares back to boost me back up to over 4,000 shares. So I only have 4,000 shares, 4,000 plus. So, and it's not a lot, but it's enough for me. Okay, and it just depends on how high this goes. So that's how I found out about it. And then I just kind of stuck with it and focused everything on that. Not all my money on that, but I've paid attention to that more than any other thing. I stopped talking about Mullen because I felt like Mullen was going to go down to 10 cent. I always felt like that. Not always, but Mullen got to a certain point where, okay, I think this is going to go down to 10 cent. And when it gets to 10 cent or a little bit lower, I'm going to buy back in. I definitely was not going to hold through a reverse split. Okay, it's just the way I trade. When I knew about the reverse split of Mullen, I was like, I'm out. Okay, I'm out. So I sold all my shares. I didn't want to be in a reverse split because I'm not losing shares. Still have the same amount of money, right? Technically, but you got like less shares. No, No, and they're not gonna play me like that. I'm not. No. So I got out. Now my plan for mulling is I don't know the price of mulling right now because I didn't even look at it. But my plan is when it gets down to 10 cent or a little bit lower, like between 9 and 10, I'm going to buy up some more shares if the right news come out. Okay, but I have to see as it's going into those numbers, into those brackets. I have to pay attention to the news, right? And as soon as I hear something that's really promising, like what I'm waiting on, I wait. I'm waiting on the car. Okay, when the car is being produced, that's the most important thing for me because I seen the car riding down the street the other day, a couple of weeks ago. I seen the car. That thing is amazing. That thing, no, that wasn't Mullen car. I seen uh who's Lordstown Motors, Lucid. I seen that Lucid car riding down the street, and it made me mad. It made me upset because Lucid has their car out there, and that thing looks like a beast. It looks really good riding down the street. I was just amazed at seeing it. It sticks out, and then it made me upset with Mullen because Mullen has a nice car, but they're not producing a car. Like, so why show us a car that you're not even making? And it's a very nice looking car. They showed on YouTube. They showed on some videos of people driving it, and the car is it looks really good. But now you venturing off into these trucks and this other stuff, and which I can understand the trucking industry and all that stuff is they need dependable stuff, right? So yeah, they may make money off of that in due time, but they need to put that car. I think when they start producing that car and they have sales for it and people are buying it, that's the news I want to hear. And then I'm going to buy back in. And hopefully that news come out when we get in the 9 and 10 cent area. Okay, someone tell me what the Mullen stock is. Tell me what Mullen's price is right now. Anybody know? Makes sense. Makes sense. You're gonna. Let me see. I already seen that Discord. I agree. Let me find about this. Okay, I kind of explained how I found out about the stock. And you may not be late to the party. I don't know. And everyone's bet now that the roller coaster is going up the hill. Everybody's talking about it, and I mentioned that weeks ago that this is. I even said this is probably what's going to happen. People are going to start talking about it. It's like the beginning of a trend. Like you try to catch the beginning of a trend. That's the key thing. Try to catch the beginning of a trend, the very first part of it, and that's where you start making your money at the beginning of the trend. And once you see the trend going, social media talking about it, news talking about it, the stock market's talking about it, and it start trending up on the list, then you have some, right? You just gotta know when to get off. What's up, DJ? We winning, yeah, we winning right now. Okay, we winning right now. So, well, as long as they keep the good things rolling, then we can keep on going. I'm on lots of bags like Sundown and Meg. Yep, and all these like Sundown, Meg. I mean, a lot of people I used to watch like Lou. Um, Probably any name that you name that you watch on YouTube, I'm sure I've seen them, and I used to watch them, and all them the stocks that you're naming, they used to talk about because they were trying to make money off of it just like everybody else, and they know those high shorted stocks, and just because the stock is has a like a low supply of stocks, and they're highly shorted, doesn't mean they're gonna squeeze. The numbers say they could squeeze, but they're not letting them squeeze. The market's not gonna do that. That's why they have halts, because they stop. When they see it move so much so quickly, they will try to stop it. Congrats, congrats. Uh, wait a minute. Let's see. I'm holding a lot of bags. Okay, who is this? Rebecca Townsend got engaged yesterday. Well, congratulations, congratulations on that. Congratulations, and congr- congratulations. Good luck and enjoy, because nowadays it takes two people to get what you want, and that's a fact. Because sometimes you can't do it all by yourself. You can't do it all by yourself sometimes. Because sometimes it takes to get really good things. It takes two people, same mindset. One may have bad credit, and the other one may have good credit. The one with the good credit can get things for both of you guys, and then the one with good credit can help the one with bad credit to get that credit right. Because credit is everything. Credit, credit is everything. Um, it's, that's a smart move on Marlon. Yeah, I mean that's my strategy. Congrats. Did I say your name right? Did I say Rebecca? Okay, I'm just gonna say Townsend. The words are so light and small on here. Can you see them? Congrats. Um, 98 cent. That's for Marlon. Oh yeah, because they're trying to stay by that dollar. That's why. My son over there with his bike. Be careful.
Get the water.
Okay. You're gonna wash it? Okay. Um, Marlon looks fraudulent. Yeah, but I still got my eye on it because think. Be careful. Don't spray me.
Uh, can you move?
Stand this way and spray that way. Okay. Um, BBIG is another one. Yeah. See, everybody knows these. Every retailer, everybody on YouTube, especially on YouTube, we all know about the same group of small stocks. And that's how, I don't know, you can kind of get stuck in being in a what am I trying to say? Like you won't be focused on anything else because all you know is BBIG. Um, um, I mean, of course you're gonna have Tesla and Apple and all that stuff, but and that's all you hear. You hear about these certain ones so much that people are forgetting about. There's other stocks that no one is talking about, and these stocks are like squeezing. They're like squeezing in the background, and no one is talking about them. No one. And people are making money off of these stocks that are squeezing in the background. That all of a sudden they're like the stock could be like $20, and next thing you know they're like at 50. They squeeze like boom, just straight up. But we get a lot of us we get stuck in this bucket of certain bucket of stocks, and that's all that's all we think about. We got to get out of that bucket. I mean, stay in the bucket, know what's in the bucket, but you got to get out of it. Let's see. At what price do you plan to sell TTO? I don't know. I mean, I do know, but I don't want to say what price I'm going to sell because I don't want everybody to sell when I sell at my price, right? You have to have a plan. Just have a plan when you want to sell it. Have a plan. If you're going to sell at a dollar, For example, if you're going to sell at $1 and you're in the green and you have a decent amount of money, then you decide you want to sell it and take it, then you take it, right? But don't like get upset with yourself if you see it go higher than $1. Don't get upset with yourself if you see it go to $2 or $3 or $10, because you already had a price and you're lucky. You're very lucky to get out at that price, because what if it goes the other direction? So think about that. Once you set a price to get out, then you execute your plan and then live with it. You live with it, okay? And then if you decide if you feel like the stock is going to double your money again or quadruple your money, then if you want to invest some more and you still think it's going to keep rising up, then you can probably try it again. Put a little in, try it again, and see what it's going to do. I mean, that's a strategy. But I have an out price. I had an out price when it was going down, and it almost hit my out price when it went to its lowest point just recently, and it was bouncing on this line, and I'm like, I had to button up, and I was about to hit sell. I'm waiting, and then it started rebounding, and it went back up. So I almost sold all of it. Don't do that because it's going to spray me. And
Wow.
and
Amazing.
luckily, I mean, I could have sold all of it. I was going to sell all of it because I didn't want to. Hey, no.
Wait, stop.
Put it over there.
A
'Cause
mosquito.
I'm getting wet. Yeah, the mosquitoes are coming out. We're going to get inside. Um, but I have an out price and I'm going to get out. Okay. But you also have to have a strategy to where when it reaches your price, your out price,
Whoa.
pay attention to the news, see what's going on, and see if your decision is going to affect if the news is going to affect your decision. Either way, so the news should kind of guide you. Good news, you got to research it and stick with it. Timely news, and stay up to date on stuff and see how that's going to affect you by selling. Then you can decide when you want to get out. Because some of you guys already know. Some of you guys already said once it hits $1, you guys are going to sell. So that's the plan. You sell at $1, you sell at $1. You buy at $1, you buy at $1. If it goes to $5, if it goes to the IPO price that it opened up with on the stock market, that'll be even better. If it gets there. But we don't know. We waiting on FDA. That's what everybody's betting on is FDA. So we're going to see. And that's why when you guys get the news, because it's a lot of us, you have to come to one of my videos and let everybody know. Once you guys hear something, because we all have to work together, and then that way we can stay in tune if we hear something. But just because we see news here, make sure you double check it and triple check it to make sure it's true. Okay, what else? GN all battery life is done. Good thing. That's ahead. Okay. CPI. What's that? CPI spike ran from $4 to 28 and 35 today. Wasn't in it. Yeah, I didn't know nothing about that. I heard some people talking about it on the stock show I was listening to, and I wasn't following that. Like, I'm not really paying attention to that right now, right at the moment, because I'm working. I can't listen to all these different stock things, so I have to limit myself. But from $4 to 35, that's yeah. You gotta have money ready to make some really decent money on that. Like, how many shares you're gonna buy at $4? How much money you gonna spend buying shares at $4 or $20 or whatever. Thank you for your answer. Okay, that. And bring up that. Okay. So guys, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Make sure you do all that YouTube stuff. Hit the thumbs up. Share some of my videos. Okay, share some of my videos because it of course, like people say on YouTube, it helps me out. It just helps me out, right? Share my videos or share them on whatever, copy and paste them, whatever y'all folks do. Just do that so I can get my count up, and hopefully my channel can grow. Like it can grow, and then we can all just learn because we all average people. I'm average people just like everybody else, and it's good to see. What's that? Oh, Teddy Zane. There you go. There you go. What's up, DJ? TTO baby. Yeah. Hey guys, look down there. You got the world famous Teddy Zane down there with his all those luxury cars he got. Hey, I'm gonna have to come down there and next time I travel to Alabama, I'm I'm gonna try to connect with you so I can just stop by your gym or just visit you, right? Because I listen to you a lot, and I even comment, so you see me come through every now and then. And okay, so yeah, TTO is doing good. Yeah, I'm sure you know. I'm sure you know. See you in the way. See you. What is your target price? I can't give you a target price. I mean, I'm watching the stock. I can't give you a target price. Like I don't know where it's going to go. No one knows. Come on, brother Will. Okay. Yeah, because I have my great grandmother used to live in Birmingham. I don't know how far you are from there, but she lived like way back in the sticks, way back, way back in the sticks, man. Like her house, the houses that are back there are like covered up with trees and stuff. And we had to search for it. A couple years ago, we went back there, and we couldn't even see the road or nothing, but we found it. But anyway, but next time we come to Alabama, I have to tell my wife that we have to make a detour and come see you. Okay. What else? Let's see. But thanks for stopping by, Teddy. I know you're a busy man. Probably just getting home from work and all that good stuff from your gym. Hey guys, go check his channel out too, because he gives a lot of good. He has a Discord. He has a Discord and all that stuff, and he's really good with gathering. Hey, you get me wet. He's really good with the IPOs and all that stuff. But I'll let him do that. I'll let him tell you guys about that. He's really good with the IPOs and stuff. And I really don't follow IPOs, but he's really good at it. Just a couple of times he said something about IPOs I made money off of. Hey, so there was one IPO, right? I don't know if it was Meg. It was one of them. Teddy, you still there? Don't spray the door. It's going to go inside. So there was this guy, and I was telling people about this a week ago. So Teddy had this guy. I'm gonna go over here and get me another pair. So Teddy had this guy, and we were doing IPOs, right? Everybody was hitting these IPOs off of here. And I'm gonna grab this one here. So there was this guy. He had Teddy. You still there? Teddy. Put a comment if you're still there. So there was this guy. He got HDK. Yeah. Somehow he got 1,000 shares of this stock, and we was watching this stock. Man, the stock went up to $1,000, and Teddy was flipping out. And Teddy said, "Hey, Where's that guy? Because he said he had 1,000 shares, and it said, and the price went $12,000. And Teddy was like, "Go get him. Tell him. I hope he sold it. I hope he sold it." And I don't know if we heard anything else about that guy. I don't know,
Oh no.
but somehow, because some people, they pay for the pre-IPO price, and they only get so many shares, and some people can't get all the shares that they try to get, right? And it's somehow this guy had 1,000 shares.
Done.
Hmm?
The plants.
Yeah. So,
And I don't.
but I just wanted to share that. I don't know if Teddy is still on here. He's probably gone.
Wow.
Oh, he's making mud pits. Okay. So, yeah. But anyway, Teddy's probably gone. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, guys, because my son is making mud pits. No, 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 not that one. There's plants in there. He's making a big mud pie. But thank you guys. I've been on here long enough. It's been almost 2 hours. And thanks to Teddy for stopping by. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully, we have a couple more days till Friday. You might as well expect some sell off tomorrow a little bit. Hopefully it goes well. Hopefully the whole market start pushing up. And are you an insider? Starts to find. No, I'm not an insider. What you mean an insider? I'm a normal person, just like everybody else. I work for 9 to 5. You see me at work. Like if you watch my videos, you see me at work all the time. I make videos in my car. I mean, but I'm learning about the stock market and how it operates, the good and the bad. And I'm trying to use that to my advantage, right? But no, I'm not an insider. Stocks are flying like what you said. Yeah. And at some point, the market has to turn around. At some point, the whole market has to turn around, right? So keep that in mind also. It may not be this year, it may not be next year, but at some point, the market has to turn back around and correct itself. Have a great evening. Okay, guys. So that's it, guys. I have to go. I'll see you in the next one. And like I always say, trade how you want to trade. Don't let no one else tell you how to trade. You trade how you want to trade because it's your money. The money you're investing. Whoa, it's your money. Invest how you want to invest. Okay. All right, guys. Gotta go. Take care. Thanks.